Week 11 gives us maybe the matchup of the year. Let's talk about it. I'm Rob Stats Guerrero from the Pro Football Insiders. There are a bunch of good games on the slate in Week 11, but maybe none better than Seahawks and Rams. Not only are they both 7-2, not only are they both tied for the lead in their division, the NFC West, not only are they both competing with the Philadelphia Eagles for the top seed in the NFC, but they also haven't played each other at all this year. So we're actually going to get two of these matchups to go in 2025. This week is incredible. Just to give you an example of how good both of these teams are, both the Seahawks and the Rams are top 5 in points scored and top 5 in points allowed. That is pretty rare for one team, let alone both in a given matchup. If you're wondering, the Rams are 5th in points scored this year. The Seahawks are 3rd in points scored. Defensively, the Rams have the second best defense. They are number 2 in points allowed. Seattle is number 5 in points allowed this season. Doesn't get any better than this. And then you add on top of that the fact that it is a division game. They know each other really well. There's a bit of a rivalry there, and this has all the makings to be one of the most entertaining games of 2025. And then, as if you needed any more stuff that you could pile onto the outcome of this game, you also have, the MVP conversation. Right now, Matthew Stafford is right in the thick of it. He's number 2 in MVP odds, second only to Drake May of the New England Patriots. And Stafford has been absolutely cooking so far this year. I got an up close and personal view of that when his Rams kicked the tar out of my Niners on Sunday. Stafford is leading the NFL in touchdown passes, 25 of them so far this season to just 2 interceptions. So he's doing all the crazy touchdown stuff, and he's not giving the other team the chance to touch the ball. Probably the best season that he has ever had, and it's pretty crazy when you consider some of the statistical numbers, that Stafford has put up in his career, both with the Rams and, of course, with the Detroit Lions. But not to be outdone, Sam Darnold is cooking again for the second straight year. Darnold is currently 6th in MVP odds. He's having a phenomenal season as well. And here was a perfect illustration of how good he has been for the Seahawks. Last week against Arizona, Darnold turned the ball over 3 times in the second half, and it didn't matter in the slightest. The Cardinals still weren't even close to doing anything. That's how big of a lead Darnold and the Seahawks had built up in the first half of that game. It's pretty rare when you can say 3 turnovers are irrelevant, and they are. Darnold has 17 touchdowns and 6 interceptions so far on the season, and Darnold is also top 10 in passing yardage. I believe he's number 7. So you've got 2 good coaches, 2 good offenses, 2 good quarterbacks, and 2 good defenses going head-to-head in this one. I wish I could say the winner will win the division, but like I said, both of these teams still have plenty more NFC West games to go. And, of course, they will rematch. They will play again, later in the season in Seattle. That game is going to have a hell of a lot of meaning. The 12s are going to be fired up for that one. So if you are not a Seahawks fan and you are not a Rams fan, just sit back in the late window this week and just enjoy, because it is rare you get 2 teams this good this late in the season playing one another, and it's going to be a lot of fun.